So I have the privilege of inviting this year's MC to the stage. Sisters and brothers, it's my honor to introduce a friend, a true friend of labor, and a steadfast ally of the building trades, the Honorable Seamus O'Regan. Seamus stood shoulder to shoulder with unionized workers across this country, bringing both conviction and action issues that matter the most to our members. He served in Justin Trudeau's cabinet in roles including Minister of Natural Resources, Indigenous Services, Veteran Affairs, and Associate Minister of National Defense, Minister of Labor, and Minister of Seniors. He's been a busy guy. In each of his roles, he brought practical experience, deep understanding, and a willingness to listen to the people's voices. He has led federal efforts that directly benefit unionized construction, including champion a renewed role for nuclear energy as part of a Clean Canada infrastructure strategy, creating high-quality union jobs and long-term economic stability for our communities. On behalf of labor, he delivered concrete wins for unionized workers across federally regulated sectors, bring increased paid sick leave, and steered landmark anti-scab legislation through Bill C-58 that bans the use of replacement workers in federally regulated workplaces. Now, Seamus was paramount in advancing legislation to embed mental health protections like the right to disconnect and expand bereavement leaves for those who have experienced pregnancy loss. Beyond his strong legislative record, Seamus is a connector of people who seeks to understand moves with integrity and speaks from the heart. He's a very proud Newfoundlander. Right? Please join me in welcoming Seamus O'Regan.
Thanks, Robert. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
Brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, what a sight you all make. You know, with everyone talking all the time right now about building, it's good to be back in the company of people who actually build. The builders, right here. Les hommes et les femmes qui ont construit ce pays, qui continuent à construire notre pays. Ils construisent les maisons, les routes, les chemins de fer, les usines automobiles, les générateurs et les pipelines. And we have never needed you more. I have always been straight up with you, and I'll continue to be straight up with you. Right now, the Prime Minister is right to declare this a rupture. Our best friend, our ally and neighbor, has turned against us, threatening our sovereignty, threatening our economy, threatening our way of life. So this can no longer just be about north-south. It has to be about east-west. This is the time to build. So we need to build, and you are the builders. Today, and for the next 3 days, this is the most important room in our country. Because this room has fought for and gotten the respect it deserves. We didn't get it all done over the past 10 years, but we got a lot done. We increased UTIP funding, increased the capacity for union training centers right across this country, created the union-led advisory table and the Sustainable Jobs Partnership Council, where we tackle labor shortages, automation, AI, energy. That is real respect. Not just a seat at the table, but leading those tables. Real respect means making it easier for employers to hire apprentices. Real respect is a labor mobility tax deduction so you can go where the jobs are and get the job done. Real respect is increasing and indexing the federal minimum wage, making mental health part of the Occupational Health and Safety Act, creating a Canada Workers' Benefit, dramatically improving the CPP, ripping up two of the most anti-union and anti-worker bills this country's ever seen in Bills C-525 and 377. First thing. And respecting the bargaining table time and time again and creating jobs. Thousands of jobs, good jobs, union jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, real respect is 10 days of paid sick leave. And real respect is putting a ban on replacement workers, something that the labor movement in this country has been calling on since the day this country was born. That's a lot. That's a long list of accomplishments. We've done a lot together. These are all ideas that came from this room. But it barely made the news. And it's not that we weren't loud about it. It's not that we weren't proud of it. It just didn't cause much of a fuss. I mean, that's an ambitious agenda for the workers of this country, and that is not a small list. But to Canadians, it just made sense. Canadians got it. Workers in this country, the builders of this country, deserve the respect of Canadians, and you have earned the respect of Canadians. Et maintenant, notre pays fait face à de grands défis. Coût de la vie, crise de logement, pénurie de main-d'œuvre, changement climatique, intelligence artificielle, une guerre en Europe, une guerre contre l'Iran et notre voisin du Sud. Mais ces défis sont aussi des opportunités. L'opportunité de former plus de travailleurs, de construire plus de logements, d'écoles et d'hôpitaux, de réduire les émissions, de développer les nouvelles énergies, de sécuriser nos sources d'énergie. Canadians get it. Now they want us to get to it. Securing our energy supply, getting it to new markets, other markets, new roads, new bridges, new homes for Canadians, by Canadians, and new transmission lines that go east and west and north to our north, the Canadian north. Investing here, building here. It is time to look after ourselves. This time, we need to look after ourselves. So let's get to work. You know, in all the years I've known him as Natural Resources Minister, as Indigenous Services Minister, as Labor Minister, that's what Sean Strickland always says at the end of every meeting when the talking's gone on too long. Let's get to work. I've learned that when Sean says, let's get to work, that means the meeting's over. Because Sean is a man who gets things done. Like everything I just listed off earlier. Couldn't have done it without him. He is a doer. He is a builder. It is an honor to share the stage with him in front of you, the most important room in our country today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sean Strickland.